I shouldn't have opened that email. That's the first thing I thought. But I already did, and now I can't unsee what's inside it. 2 months ago, I was nobody, just a broke YouTuber trying to make expose content out of random internet drama. Nothing serious, nothing big. Videos getting like 200 to 500 views if I was lucky. I was about ready to quit, honestly. Then that night happened. It was late, like 2:47 a.m. late. I was still editing a video that probably wasn't even going to hit 1K views. My laptop fan was going crazy, my room was a mess, and I was doom scrolling my own analytics like a loser. Then I got an email. No subject at first, just a file attachment from a random address I didn't recognize. I almost deleted it immediately, but the title of the file stopped me. It said, "Look before you post." That alone made my stomach drop a little. So I opened it. Bad idea. Inside was folders. Not one, not two, a whole list. Names of people I definitely recognized. Influencers, CEOs, public figures, people way out of my league. At first, I thought it was fake, like some troll dump or edited nonsense. But then I opened the first folder and everything changed. Because it wasn't opinions, it wasn't rumors, it was proof. Screenshots, logs, documents, recordings, stuff that, if real, would destroy reputations overnight. I leaned back in my chair like, nah, this can't be real. But the more I clicked, the more real it got. And that's when I realized something worse. This wasn't random. This was organized. Someone had collected all of this and sent it directly to me, a nobody YouTuber with barely any reach. And now I'm sitting here at 3 a.m. with my heart racing, thinking, why me? And even worse, what am I supposed to do with this? I didn't sleep after that. Like, at all. I just sat there staring at my screen, going back and forth between the folder and my email like it was going to magically change into a joke. But it didn't. It stayed the same. Real names, real faces, real evidence. And the worst part? The more I looked, the more I realized this wasn't just tea or internet drama. This was career-ending stuff for people with power, money, connections, people who could probably make me disappear from the internet if they wanted to. And I'm just sitting there like, why would someone send this to me? So I checked the email again. Nothing. No follow-up, no explanation, no signature, just that one line. Look before you post. That's it. I tried replying. Nothing. I even checked if it was some kind of phishing trap or bait. But everything looked too clean, too intentional. So I did what any dumb, curious YouTuber would do. I started researching one of the names in the folder, just to see if anything matched publicly. And that's when my stomach dropped again, because small pieces of it already existed online. Old rumors, deleted threads, weird news snippets that didn't get attention, like someone had been slowly trying to bury things, but not fully erase them. And now I had the rest of it, complete gaps filled in, missing pieces connected. I leaned back thinking, if I upload even one of these videos, my channel is done. Or it explodes. No in between. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just content. This was a turning point. And whatever I chose next, there was no undo button.
By morning, I was still in the same chair. Laptop open, eyes burning, coffee cold, and my brain just looping the same two thoughts. Delete everything and move on, or post one video and change my life forever. No middle ground. Because let's be real, I wasn't a big creator. I wasn't protected. I didn't have a team, lawyers, or any of that. It was just me, a cheap camera, and a channel barely hanging on. So this kind of opportunity, it doesn't just knock, it kicks the door in. I opened the first folder again, this time slower, more careful, and I noticed something I didn't see before. Each file had timestamps, Not random ones, recent, like updated recently, which meant one thing. Whoever collected this info is still active, still watching, still adding to it. And that made my skin crawl a little. Because now it wasn't just I found something. It was I was chosen to receive something. I stood up, walked around my room, trying to think straight. Like, what do you even do in this situation? Ignore it? Risk someone else posting it first? Or drop it and basically light a match in a room full of gasoline? Then I did something stupid. I opened YouTube Studio, looked at my last video, 287 views, and I just laughed a little. Not because it was funny, because it felt like a joke compared to what was sitting in my inbox. That's when the real thought hit me. This could either end my channel or build it into something massive overnight. And I hated that I was even considering it, because deep down I already knew I wasn't going to ignore it.
I told myself I was just thinking about it, that I wasn't actually going to do anything yet. But I was lying, because I already started planning the video in my head. That's the dangerous part about stuff like this. You don't even realize when you've crossed the line mentally before you do it physically. I opened a blank document and typed, "Video idea, exposing hidden evidence sent to me." Then I stopped, stared at it, deleted it. Typed it again, deleted it again. I was basically arguing with myself on a keyboard. On one hand, I kept thinking, this is not your responsibility. You're just a small YouTuber. Stay out of it. But the other side was louder. You've been grinding for months for nothing. This is the one real shot you've ever had. And that part felt too real to ignore. So I did something safer. I didn't upload anything. I didn't name anyone. I just made a test video, talking about receiving sensitive, anonymous material in general terms. No details, no names, just enough to see how people react. I posted it, then waited. At first, nothing. Normal, slow growth. Then a few hours later, comments started rolling in. But not what I expected. Some people were hyped, like, "Bro, this is insane, drop more." Others were cautious, like, "Be careful, man, this sounds dangerous." And then, one comment stood out. Just one. It said, "You shouldn't be talking about this publicly." No profile pic, no likes, no replies, just that sentence. And it wasn't even threatening. That's what made it worse, because it sounded like advice, not from a fan, from someone who already knew more than me. I clicked refresh, and the comment was gone.
The comment disappearing messed me up more than I want to admit, because that's not normal. People don't just drop warnings like that and vanish from the internet, unless they know how to. So now I'm sitting there staring at my screen like, okay, this is officially not just YouTube drama anymore. But here's the thing, my video was blowing up. Not viral yet, but way bigger than anything I'd ever posted. Thousands of views climbing fast, comments turning into debates, people trying to guess what I got sent, and every refresh, it was growing. And that's when the greed starts creeping in. Not like cartoon villain stuff, more like, this might actually change everything for me. I opened the folder again, just to check something. That's what I told myself. But really, I was looking for the next video, the next name, the next moment that could push this even further. And I found it. One file stood out, not because of the name, but because it had a different structure. It wasn't just documents. It was organized like a case. Timeline, evidence, summary notes. Like someone had already done the work of building a full story, ready to publish. All I had to do was show it. And that's when I realized something chilling. This wasn't just random leaks. It felt curated, like someone was feeding me content on purpose, to see what I'd do with it. I leaned back, rubbing my face, thinking, if I post this next one, there's no going back. Because the first video was curiosity, but the next one, that would be a statement. And statements have consequences, real ones. But then my phone buzzed. Another notification. My video hit trending, and all I could think was, yeah, I'm already in it.
After that trending notification, everything changed. Not slowly, instantly. My phone started blowing up. Subscribers, DMs, mentions, people stitching my clips, reaction videos popping up out of nowhere. It felt like I had been invisible my whole life, and suddenly someone turned the spotlight on. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt amazing, but also terrifying, because the attention wasn't normal YouTuber growth. It felt targeted, like people weren't just watching the video, they were watching me. I went back into the folder again, trying to stay focused, telling myself, just find one more solid piece, one more clean story. Don't mess this up. And that's when I noticed something new, a file I swear wasn't there before, named, "If you're trending, continue here." I literally froze, because I know for a fact I didn't see that before. I opened it. Inside was not just evidence, it was instructions, like whoever sent this had predicted exactly what would happen. It wasn't just exposing people, it was guiding how to expose them, step by step, even suggestions on how to structure videos, when to post, how to title things for maximum reach. I leaned back slowly, like, this is insane, because it wasn't just information anymore, it was strategy. And it hit me hard. This wasn't just making me a bigger YouTuber, it was building me into one. I started thinking about stopping, actually stopping, deleting everything and walking away while I still could. But then my analytics refreshed again. Another spike, another jump, and I just sat there, stuck between two thoughts. This is too dangerous, and this is the biggest opportunity of my life. And for the first time, I stopped thinking like someone who found a story and started thinking like someone who was already in the middle of one.
I didn't upload anything that night. At least, not immediately. I just sat there, staring at that "If you're trending, continue here" file like it was staring back at me. Because now I understood something I really didn't want to understand. This wasn't random exposure. This was direction, and I was the one following it. My phone kept buzzing nonstop. Comments, DMs, new subscribers. My channel was growing faster in one night than it had in months combined, and every part of my brain was screaming, "Don't get carried away." But another part was louder. "You've never had momentum like this in your life." So I did it. I opened the next case file and started turning it into a video. Carefully at first, then faster. Then it just flowed, because everything was already there. Structure, evidence, storyline. It was like someone handed me a viral documentary on a silver plate. All I had to do was present it. I posted it at 2:13 a.m., and then I sat back, waiting. And I swear within minutes I knew something had changed. Views weren't normal. They were exploding. Comments weren't debating anymore. They were reacting like a bomb just went off. And my name started getting mentioned outside my channel. Reddit threads, Twitter posts, reaction channels. It wasn't just growth anymore. It was spread. By morning, I had gone from a nobody YouTuber to one of the fastest growing channels on the platform. Money started following immediately after. Ads, sponsors, offers I couldn't even understand at first glance. But here's the thing. I wasn't celebrating, because in the middle of all that success, I checked the email again, and there was a new message. Short, one line. Good. Now you understand how it works. No sender, no context, just that. And for the first time since this all started, I realized I wasn't the one controlling the story anymore. I was just the one publishing it.
Before you go, hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable stories just like this one. See you in the next story.